Hey guys, welcome to this channel. This video is a conference paper presentation vlog where I presented the paper on child labor and cassava farming.
Some scholars have argued that child labor has become recognized as a capitalist exploitation, and it's not a new ethical and development challenge.
Hi guys, welcome to Researchers Helpmates, the home for researchers. The channel is to help you with your research, give you tips to mention a few. So guys, this conference was basically about childhood and family. So I presented a paper on childhood, child labor and cassava farming in southwestern Nigeria. So enjoy this vlog.
Mostly concentrated in Asia and Africa, although we have presence of child labor in the first world. And some scholars have argued that child labor has become recognized as a capitalist exploitation, and it's not a new ethical and development challenge in Africa. So I'll just quickly give a summary of evidences of child labor. So okay. So with that being said, now we understand the global perspective of child labor, and then when it comes to Nigeria, we can see that in Nigeria, child labor, children work in different sectors: agriculture, industrial service, and all forms of labor. And there are about 8.7 million children as child laborers. Questions and your questions. So I'm going to first start with the question on transportation. Yes. So in my work, page 8, when I was giving an example of the transportation, I said in Obamashaw, 32% of those employed to transport cassava to us are children that transport it full time, meaning they didn't have a chance to go to school because they were transporting this cassava. So during the course of this research, I found out that there are two people, two sectors. So the ones that transported cassava throughout, like full time without going to school, and they were paid 250 naira per trip. So for how many trips they went that they paid. So now that is child labor. Based on this research, that is child labor. So the second sector, or the second category that I recognize were the ones that worked after that we transported this cassava product and cassava everything after school era, after school time. So when I looked at this, for me, child labor was those that transported full time, and I was paid 250 naira per trip. Okay, so that I think that answers the aspect of transportation of enjoying school children rights. Okay, I think this basically answers it, that there are two areas: school time and one's not school area when it comes to transportation. And the last one on Nigerian perspective. So I had mentioned I mentioned about the global perspective on child labor, and in this work I also mentioned Nigeria and the presence of child labor, where this work recognized the presence of child labor in Nigeria, and how like 8.7 million children are used as child labor in Nigeria. And I looked at the different sectors where child labor is utilized in Nigeria. So I didn't only look at the global perspective of child labor. This work also talked about the Nigerian perspective of child labor. And then the future that guided this paper when looking at child labor is the UNICEF future, which stated that child labor is any job that is full time. So looking at that conceptualization, looks at full time, that puts social and psychological pressure in performing them. So looking at the children that work full time in cassava farms, whether we like they are socially disabled, in the sense that because they are focusing full time on this cassava production, cassava farm, they do not have time to go to school. Some of them, when they maybe off product of cassava production time, and sometimes working on the farm, using pesticide, when you consistently use it for a long while, it tends to affect health-wise, and sometimes the children kind of lose confidence in themselves because their mates are going to school, their mates are working, but they are there working full time, they don't have time to do anything. And most of the times, look at the child that does full time transportation of cassava. The child is underpaid, and we can see that looking at the UNICEF future of child labor, it tends to depict insufficient wage, because if it's an adult that is transporting those cassava your adult will pay 250 naira for just one trip. Just one. So if it goes maybe 3 trips or 2 trips, that's just 500 naira.
Thank you for watching this short clip of my conference presentation. Do remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn notification on my channel. Bye guys.